Imagine waking up to this every morning. Beautiful, isn't it? Now I'm at the Valley of 1,000 Hills in Durban to meet up with Martin Dreyer, 7 times Doozy Canoe Marathon champion, also known as the Duke of the Doozy. Now, back in 2008, he started an academy called Change a Life, where he takes guys from this underprivileged community and turns them into Doozy champions in their own right. But not only that, provides them with a stepping stone to a successful life and also the opportunity to provide for themselves and their families. Now, over the course of this week, we'll be spending some time with Martin and also the guys from the academy to get to know them that little bit better. 7-time Doozy champion, the Doozy Duke they call you. Where do you come from?
I managed to get a BCom degree at UCT, but thereafter it was compulsory to the army, so that gives away how old I am. And then I ducked overseas to get out of the national service. And then loved sport, came back and got involved with the Doozy and managed to get some wins. And yeah, I must say I haven't looked back since, and also dwelled in adventure racing, which is quite unique. It's a 500-kilometer non-stop, sleep when you want, in all the different sports.
So how did you get into the paddling?
I didn't paddle at all, didn't even paddle at UCT. Hang gliding was my main sport, but friends did it and they spoke highly of it. It was very challenging. When you do rivers, you never know what's going to be around the next corner, big rapids, and the adventure side comes into it, and that's what I love.
Where and how did the Change a Life Academy start?
I managed to win the Doozy Canoe Marathon in 2008 with Michael Banjwa, and it was my best Doozy to date, sort of the emotional fulfillment. Bunji's friends trained with us every day here at Nagle Dam, and they came down and they ran with us when we ran barefoot, most of them, and they paddled old boats. And the talent was just so deep and natural that when some of them did the Doozy, they didn't come anywhere. They didn't get a result, and I was quite surprised. And then I just looked at their support structure and it was absolutely zero. That's when I developed the Change Life Academy.
Nutrition was key to Martin's plans. A square meal after training and supplements might sound simple, but it's not always easy to come by in rural communities.
Now, USN, I believe, is a big part of the academy.
Yeah, USN does play a massive role. I've aligned myself with sponsors that I believe in. And with USN, I mean, I've tried and tested the products and they're always innovating, trying out new things. So it's the right company to be back in my Change Life Academy. And with my athletes, I mean, they compete at the highest level, so we need to have things that work. The meal replacements to me are the most important ingredient for my success of the academy, because the guys train far away from home. And when we finish training, I just know when they have that shake, that muscle fuel, it's in their belly, it's there, it's doing its work when they're still walking home, which sometimes can take quite a while before they get their first good meal.
Now, besides the meal replacement, the muscle fuel, what other products do the guys use?
We also use products like the cramp block, which is important because it's so hot here. I mean, you can see the way I'm sweating.
Man, no, I agree with you. It is boiling. It is absolutely boiling.
I'm dying here in the sun, and that's important to inhibit cramping. And some of the guys use when they're racing in very important races, the Epic Pro, which is sort of like a race fuel all-in-one combination. So we do cover the whole range of their endurance products.
The Academy had a triumphant 1-2-3 win in March when they came out in front at the 15th edition of the Unlimited Non-Stop Doozy Canoe Race. This an invitation-only race with entries offered only to the top 150 place Doozy finishers.
Now, the Academy has been going since 2008. Tell me about some of the achievements that you've got up until now.
Now, the guys have performed in the Change Life Academy way beyond my expectations. The first Doozy that we took on, we wanted to get 10 in the top 50 and we managed to get 7 in the top 20 and 2 in the top 10, Eric and Lucas. Phenomenal result. They followed through the following year with winning the non-stop Doozy outright, Thomas and Gideon and Eric Zondi. I mean, actually winning, it's the first black combination to ever win a major canoe race in the country. The guys have gone on to do very well in multi-sport races. I mean, also then again, Eric second in the last 2 years, and the other guys also all coming into the top 10. And the paddling races, generally the guys are performing and been up in the top positions.
After crossing the finish line, there's no way that these young men can ever be the same again. They now know nothing in life is impossible.